Hello, I am Mark Zealman, and this is Hogwarts Legacy again. Just say thanks to everybody who's been giving me support lately after what happened with Shadow and stuff. That's very much appreciated. So trying to get into the swing of things again. So today we're going to do surprise meeting and Centaur and the Stone. So basically probably sweetings kind of stuff. This one's all to do with the Golden Snitchet, which was like the original thing they used to catch in Quidditch before the Golden Snitch. You know, kind of hunted into extinction. And apparently there are some here, and apparently the poachers, if they're not aware of them, will be aware of them very shortly. So we're going to save them, well, at least start that quest, because it's in a few parts.
Is this where we're meeting the Centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Oh yeah, because we all know Centaurs are tolerant of surprises.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
Definitely getting Hermione vibes on the Forbidden Forest here.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock.
Wait a minute.
And Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts.
I don't want to talk about this.
Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack.
I refuse to.
It's a bit of a long story. And
Earlier.
Fig asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall.
Fine.
Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the Centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
I specifically didn't want her to know my secrets. I said earlier in... Oh, mind.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
I was right.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
Oh, my death is on Poppy's hands.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one.
That's not true.
They will leave here unharmed.
My body count is legendary.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here?
Death, I guess?
Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be?
Ooh, are we a prophecy? In the stars?
In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Oh yeah, it sounds safe. Okay. Moonstone hunting. Not that we've seen hundreds of tons of it.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know. He has Dumbledore vibes of cryptic messages to me.
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
He could have been a bit clearer, or stayed a moment and answered our questions.
Centaurs can be cryptic. Gran says no one talks more in circles than a centaur. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
If in doubt, head to the library, as Hermione always used to do. Okay, so we just spilled our secrets to Poppy, which I really didn't want to do, but apparently I have to, because the game said so. So, skip.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library.
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive, especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Sounds legit.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumour was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumour, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Okay, then.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed.
No, okay, that's magic and
I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
madness and... Okay, that sounds fun. There's often some truth in rumour, but... and folklore.
Revelio.
Book of Spells, Volume 1, Revelio. First thing you should always cast.
You don't think the rumours about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Ooh, I have a companion. Easier just doing this shit by myself. Right, I've quickly remapped all the fire spells. As there are spiders. I didn't realise I didn't select. Alright, set of blinking spells. Anyway. Let's find all the treasure. There's a door.
Revelio.
Anything else? Nope.
Accio.
Nope. Forgotten how to do this. Let's blow this one open, I guess.
Depulso.
There we go.
Revelio.
Interesting.
It's another aggressive one!
Did not see that. Definitely aggressive. Hello. Kitted up for spiders. Dead box.
Expelliarmus!
Where'd he go? Whoa, there he is.
What is going on with them?
Clearly, they've been eating the ancient magic, I guess. The big red dog. Magic thingy whatever it was. The pain stuff. And suffering. Interesting. Right, let's go. Next door.
Revelio.
Yeah, there's a treasure chest all the way up there.
Confringo.
Involves that. This thing. Oh well. We haven't got time for that. Can't actually hear it. Hey, that go work. Never mind, let's carry on. Really can't bothered. It's probably nothing interesting anyway. Some old gear I've already got. Usually what happens.
Revelio.
Cool. That was cool.
Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Fwooper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Not ask them to sing. Reminds me a bit of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where Vogon poetry is said to be the third worst in the universe.
Revelio.
All sorts of stuff. I'm just getting very curious with these open spaces. Don't like open spaces. Usually means that there's something in the ground that's going to get me.
If the Moonstone is here and so are Fwoopers, I wonder if it's being protected.
Well, that would explain why no one's had it before. Thought the Shrieking Shack wasn't really haunted, but the rumours were enough to keep people at bay. Oh look, another mysteriously open area. Oh, it's these things again. Matched up. Pull the thingies in the right order. You'll notice a jump here because I accidentally echoed one. So I had to unecho it. Ah.
Why am I not surprised? First the Fwoopers and now this.
Doesn't ask how I actually know how to do all these puzzles, but no, that didn't end well for him. Right.
We need to find moths for those spinners.
I know. Jeepers creepers, how quickly do you expect me to do this?
Accio.
That was not the right one. It's that one. And the last one, 2 seconds. Yum yum yum. Sorry for making you yawn.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
Oh, shut up, puppy.
Wingardium Leviosa.
No.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Ah, key. Slot. Got 2 of these.
Lumos.
Am I going to have to do these in quick succession? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, re-key binding.
Accio.
Oh, not that one.
Deposit.
Okay. Each one does half. Ah, at least they stay open. Unlike the self-closing ones.
Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Right. Key thingy. Do I take these with me?
Lumos.
Lumos!
At least the door didn't shut behind me. Right. Come on. What do we have over here?
Here.
Grab the other moth.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Stick it in the other key. And then... what? I should be able to get up the staircase somehow. So... I guess...
Accio.
Nope.
Depulso!
Ah, raises the bridge. Nice. Okay. The bridge goes back down. So, what does this one do? Raises the key. Oh, key. Statue. What is it? What is that thing over there? Raised.
Depulso.
What?
Lumos.
How am I supposed to get... okay. Here was my thinking. I thought it was another key. Turns out that's not the case. Right, let's get across the bridge.
Lumos.
Depulso!
One problem at a time, Zealman. Okay.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Okay. Aha. A door that requires 3 moth. How exactly are we going to do this? Because if I cast a pulso while holding a moth, the moth will go away. Well, that is a predicament. How do I carry the moth from that side across the bridge without casting the pulso? Because the bridge keeps going down by itself. Right. Oh well, one problem at a time, Zealman.
Depulso!
Lumos.
Let's get this one done. Now we don't need the key
Depulso.
one. Stop stepping forward. I hate when I step forward, I park faster than that. And then we can take this one. The problem is if I take this one, how am I going to cast the pulso on the key to get the bridge back up when it goes back down again? Good question. I guess I'm just going to do it very fast. Let's change key bindings so everything's all on the same page.
Depulso!
Okay.
Lumos.
Turns out, if I take the thing of the bloody bat fly out of the key, it stays there. Ta-da! Did not realise this. Just by lucky chance I did it that way around, rather than trying to run back around here and get across the bridge before it went down by itself. Anyway, don't worry. Right, so our third little butterfly.
You did it!
I'm special.
Revelio.
Or
I was hoping we wouldn't have to do
Box.
this again.
hardy little bug, isn't he?
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Findo. Accio. Incendio.
Okay, it's a bit too fat to Accio, but anyway, we got it.
Revelio. Confringo.
In a video or two's time, you get to experience what happens when your key stops working on your mouse,
Revelio.
the one that makes you dodge. That's always quite amusing. You'll see that in a later video. I get flattened a number of times in a very crucial fight, unfortunately.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Oh yeah.
Shall we take a closer
No,
look?
not yet.
You read my mind.
Nope, hold on. There's things to be had. And it's more rubbish. For sale! Oh, apparently you can actually read the Daily Prophet in Hogsmeade. I'll have to do that at some point. Apparently it changes every day. Well, maybe not every day, but it changes as the quests go. Okay, we're in another place. Fun fact, HDR started working on this. And then I actually had to stop recording
Revelio.
because I realised that the recording was not recording in HDR
Merlin,
and looked pretty
it's
weird.
even more beautiful close up.
Wow.
It's got to be here. I just know it.
Pretty cool. Now I just need to find the way up. Aha.
Confringo.
Given what Fwoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them.
Wish it was dice.
We found it!
Aha.
It's like staring directly at the moon.
Well, that's definitely not the same as the moonstones we've been picking up.
Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Off to Moonhenge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall.
Oh, no point messing around.
That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
All sorts of shit.
Whatever it is, it had better have to do with Snidgets.
The clock is ticking in that regard, isn't it?
Tick tock.
Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this.
Are we near there yet?
I think that's it over there.
Okay, that'll be it. Uh-oh. Okay, let's not jump over the hair. Let's go down carefully.
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
It reminds me
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
of
I hope so.
Devil's Gran.
Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it.
If you haven't read the books, they go after Neville's Gran. And unfortunately, She's a badass. And she sends, I think it's Dawlish into St. Mungo's. Yeah, and then she's on the run. So it's like, Neville's Gran is on the run. So if you haven't read the books, you're missing stuff. I suggest the audiobooks. Just because.
I think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes.
I don't have time to read a book anymore. Hello? Oh, these guys are funny. What's behind them?
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night the night I met Highwing, actually,
Ooh, interesting. Secrets?
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp.
Dun dun dun.
I come from a family of poachers.
I can't believe you didn't tell me.
Merlin, I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
Well, so far so good. Yeah, Luke.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
Well, okay, there's a lot of things. Yeah, looks good.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving the dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there.
Wait a minute.
Acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them.
You've seen that letter?
Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
We saw that letter in the earlier thing when they talk about coming over.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
Hardly.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the Moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Righty-ho. Might take long. You done yet?
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidgets lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran.
Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Everyone needs a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
And talking of sleep, that is enough for today. So, yes, I've been on holiday for a while. Well, I had the problem with the dog and all that stuff. You've seen Twitter. And after that, it was kind of like holiday time. So, I had to get over that. And then the holiday was a nice break, actually. Kind of helped grieve and stuff. And now finally, and it's a bank holiday. So I had to catch up on other things. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. Let me know in the comments below how you think it is going. You can also follow me on Twitter at @MarkZealman. Get in touch with me there, and I'll be tweeting things, news and stuff. No spoilers on that one. Instagram account will have like screenshots and stuff like that. There's also a Discord in the description. So until next time, brush up your spells, get your ones ready to write your own Hogwarts legacy.